Towa and Bamba begin their search to find their partner Kishiryu. While searching, they encounter Koh, who happens to have a map of the temples where the Kishiryu reside within. In order to obtain the map, Towa challenges Koh to a duel, and so begins a serious match against two fellow RyuSoulgers. Meanwhile, in the city, several people are being shot by a Minosaur and placed in a deep sleep. Koh and Towa are both inclined to defeat the Minosaur, but are still fixated on their battle. Kishiryu Sentai RyuSoulger Episode 4, Dragon and Tiger, Fastest Battle. So, as I just described in the synopsis of the episode, Towa and Bamba are looking for their own Kishiryu. After witnessing the core three use theirs to fight the Minosaur, they feel like they need their own to also fight Minosaurs as well. But having no clue where they are, they encounter Koh during their search, who has taken the map of all the temples that could possibly have Kishiryu in them, and he wants to help them because he wants to be friends with them, but they don't want to, and Towa challenges him to a duel. And funny how the synopsis says a serious match. It's just various like childish games, so like cutting leaves into like different like objects or things. Like Koh cuts one into a bunny, Towa cuts one into two businessmen exchanging cards. So it's not really a serious match, it's just a game of like all these childish matches. And I do like how that's shown. It shows how like Towa is kind of similar to Koh, just with less morals. So he comes off as serious, but does have a childish side, similar to Koh, who likes to act childish and a bit immature most of the time, but when it comes to the fights, that's when his seriousness comes out. So the Minosaur in this episode, the Kraken Minosaur, is putting people into comas, and during this fight, Koh and Towa take their duel, their serious match in parentheses, a bit too far. They're too fixated on that. Towa wants to win, and shown by the fact he constantly changes the rules, like whoever defeats the Minosaur first gets the map. Whoever defeats all of the Droidon tribes of minions, their foot soldiers first, they get the map. It does give off the impression like winning, he will win at any cost and will change the rules to benefit him. So actually their whole childish matches between each other fit into like the theme of the Kraken Minosaur. It's revealed later on the Kraken Minosaur was spawned from a father who wanted to spend a lot of time with his kid, play games with him, kid stuff, etc. So this episode did a good job of kind of like connecting, almost mirroring the two, like Koh and Towa's childish duels with the father having become the host to a Minosaur, and or because he wants to be with his son who's currently hospitalized. So the episode did a great job with that. So we're introduced to the our fourth Kishiryu Tiger Lance. It not a bad debut. It's an alright debut. When it combines to become Kishiryu Tiger Lance, it's not a bad looking look. The chest to it looks alright. Sword, just the body itself becoming pieces of the arms. It just, I don't know, looks off to me. I don't like the look of it. Like everything else except the arm pieces are alright. The fight itself was okay. It wasn't too extravagant like the first two episodes fights. The episode itself, the pacing is still quick, and I wish it would stop this. I appreciate that they're not messing around. They're not wasting time with like unnecessary like episodes or filler, etc. But this is like the fourth episode in the series. You're very early on in the series. You don't have to do it so quick, and much like with Yui and the previous episode where she got character development too early in the series, this happens to Towa as well. So in the episode, Bamba is ready to kill the host for the Minosaur, but Towa says, no, wait, I have a plan. And he uses the Minosaur to free Tigerland so that he could use it to help in the fight. And when at near the end of the episode, when Bamba says to him, I didn't expect you of all people to hesitate and not let me kill the Minosaur host. I mean, from episode 3, we get a good idea that they're willing to take any sacrifices to defeat the Droidon tribe. That includes killing the hosts of the Minosaur. They don't care. So, yes, it is, for Bamba, it is a surprise that Towa of all people, who is very, for this decision to kill innocent people for the mission, for the greater good in a sense. And Bamba says, I guess those guys have I've got used to those guys. They're not so bad, referring to the RyuSoulgers, and somehow being with them has changed his personality, his outlook of how they should do their mission. This is good development for Towa. The problem is, this happened one episode after he is introduced. This is so goddamn early for him to suddenly change his mind. It's implying that it is slightly changed, but not outright. But development of this kind, this much of an impact to his character, happened so fast, so quick. One episode, literally one episode, he went from, I'm okay with killing people to save the world, to maybe we shouldn't, maybe there's an alternative. That should be something towards the end of the first quarter of RyuSoulger, not within the fourth episode. The character development was so quick. This should have just actually been what happened. Bamba does the whole, I didn't expect you of all people to stop me from killing the host. And Towa should have said, well, we need our Kishiryu, right? So, it works out for us in the end. Those weaklings, those other RyuSoulgers, they got what they wanted. We got what we wanted. We don't really need them anymore. We've got our Kishiryu as well. It shouldn't have been being with those guys have changed my outlook on everything. It's no, You've known them for one episode and you were not impressed about who they are. You called them weak. From the get-go, you called the core 3 members weak. And he says RyuSoulgers as a whole that have changed his outlook a bit. The only one he really interacts with in this episode is Koh. So not the 3 RyuSoulgers as a whole, just Koh himself. So, apart from that, overall rating this episode, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. It was an okay episode. It really needs to fix the pacing, and I want to say I hope there's no more just instantly quick character development. But next week is Bamba's episode, and I 100% am going to say that he's going to go through the exact same thing that Towa went through. So, yep, next week we got Bamba's episode. We got Koh versus Tank Joe, the their rivalry in a sense. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Kishiryu